Hello everyone, welcome back to ThoseYGOguys. I'm your host Alessandro. So, a lot has happened ever since the secret forces have been released out to the general public, and we got news on the results of YCS Tacoma, which is about a couple of miles or so from Seattle, so it's in the Seattle metropolitan area. And then we get to see some pretty interesting results from not just the YCS Tacoma, but also in other regionals, like maybe within North America and beyond North America, in Europe or so forth. So, let's get down to it, and I'll give out my general thoughts and opinions on it. Let's go to YCS Tacoma. So, top 32. 22 out of 32 goes to Nekroz. Then 6 out of 32 Clefords, and then the remaining 4 out of the 32 are Burning Abyss. So, Nekroz, I think now people are getting the point of judgment that is becoming a tier 0 deck, which, yeah, I kind of agree in certain cases, because the general goal for a certain deck to become tier 0 is like to take up more than 50% of the top 32 spots, which, if you look at it, I mean, Nekroz have done 22 out of the 32. That's a bit more than 50%. So, that's pretty impressive. The deck is very well-rounded, very, very good. Some misconception that a lot of people once talked about Nekroz that I watched. Some people think it was like Nekroz is a Trishula deck, which it clearly is not. I mean, you only need one Trish and that's it. But the deck is very powerful. I mean, you really don't always need Trish to be dropped to win the game. I mean, the other ritual monsters are just so powerful, and many effects are just well synergized. It's amazing how well conjuncted the deck is. Other cards like, yeah, Skill Drain. If you stop their effects, they can't do it much. But the thing is, I mean, they also run like cards like Decisive Armor, which is a big 3300 beat stick. So it's like, for Cleat4 players, you're going to have to rely on your Pendulum Scale, Cleat4's effect, and along with the Sacrifice to really run over the Decisive Armor. So, Cleat4 Tower, or Cleat4 Killer, won't get you far against Nekroz, unfortunately. Actually, not really unfortunately. I'm not really a big fan of Cleat4, so that's my opinion on that one. But, Burning Abyss, yeah. Again, so this really does. So judging from the results of YCS Tacoma, now we've kind of have realized that Nekroz is a deck that's going to be a force to be reckoned with. The general strategy that we once follow, pre-secret forces and so forth, will no longer apply anymore, because now you're really going to have to rely on how to deal with Nekroz. So, destruction effect cards people are now discussing about it to be, again, being popular, which I have to agree. I mean, you cannot keep going without any destruction effects against Nekroz. I mean, it's not going to cut out. And even so, Nekroz, again, they have so many outs dealing with such back rows. They can either main or side roll Decree and or MST. They can run Denko Seka if they just feel so choose. I've seen certain Nekroz decks run hands in their side. So it's really interesting. The Nekroz art side, the more I look into it, the more I'm like, wow, it's impressive. Like, I mean, I can't complain like how good that archetype is, and I think they deserve the spot. Now, it is unfortunate, like, it's such an expensive deck, considering, like, Nekroz of Brian Knox is about, on average, $150 per copy, and you need to run 3, so it's like, oh gosh, that's unfortunate. And to those who don't have like a large income, I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah. But regardless, very good archetype. Not an autopilot based deck that many people also once thought of, because really it's not. I mean, it really depends on how you search and like what you get into. Because if you mess up, you're pretty much messed up and you lose. And this is the kind of deck that will punish any player that messes up. So it's not just about whether or not you can afford the deck, but it's also do you have the skill level base to play the deck. That's also the case, and that's one thing that people need to realize. So I like it. We're moving away from the OTK centric like strategy that we once have pre-secret forces, and now things are now changing up. And like I said earlier, monster destruction effects are card effects like Bombless Trap Hole, Torrential Tribute. I mean, it's now going to be very important. So yeah, Nekroz definitely good. What's it going to mean for Cleaforts and Burning Abyss? That means you're probably going to have to go back to the whole large amount of trap cards build for now on. I mean, Skill Drain, Vanity Examination. I mean, you need possible outs to deal with Nekroz as much as you can. Satella Knights, don't know what to say about them right now. The only thing I can say wishful thinkings is that they will get Star Ceros in the next format. So until then, I mean, I cannot say my opinions on them yet. And Shadows, I think their time has come, and sad to say, it's kind of true. But enough of Nekroz and all that. Let's go to the other archetypes, the Ritual Beasts. So a few Ritual Beasts have top in regionals. A couple of them top in the regional, which is pretty good. And it's really cool to see a deck. And I looked into it. It really does remind me of Infernities, which is very funny. But it's really good. It has some really scary combos. And then Yosenju, a few top, but not as much as people were hoping for. Like, they kind of put like Nekroz top, then Yosenju, and then Spirit Ritual Beast. But then that's kind of flip-flop now. Now it's like Nekroz, Ritual Beast, and then Yosenju's. So we'll just have to wait and see once all three of those archetypes get their full support in the Cross Souls set. Yeah. And then, like, price hype. Oh gosh. In this format, I'm not gonna lie, price hype is something that I've kind of annoyed me from the sense. Starting with like Lightning Chidori going, like, I remember Sunday evening gone up to $60 because of Spirit Beast or Ritual Beast. Last time I checked, the whole archetype is like very focused heavily on the contact fusion. Now, granted, you can make Lightning Chidori, but it's not like every single game in the whole entire time you're going to be playing Ritual Beast that you're going to be needing Lightning Chidori. So it's like, I don't agree with that price hype. Emergency Teleport, okay, I can understand more so than Lightning Chidori. Let's see. Then, the past couple weeks, the Lavalval Chain hype, which gone up to $100, which I really don't agree on. Even so, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous how things have become. The Insector Exhibital, again, kind of ridiculous. I mean, yeah, I guess that's how things go with secondary market price hike. Kind of unfortunate, really. I think it's silly, it's pretty dumb, but I guess that's how the game goes nowadays. But I guess that's enough of me rambling. So let me know what you guys think on the post events of the post Secret Forces events, the results. Like, what do you guys think? Do you agree with me thinking that Nekroz are tier 0? Or do you think they're still a challenge? Leave a comment down below. Leave your thoughts and opinions. And I'll catch you guys later. Stay tuned for more ThoseYGOguys. And I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.